What's going on, YouTube? Earth Power here with CVH.
Hey guys.
And we're recording Game 2 of the Throwback Open Tournament. We got some Light Fire Rush versus one of my all-time favorite decks, the Light Dark Nature Midrange.
Yep. So Carl's on the left playing the aggro because he's been typically the aggro player forever. And I'm playing a Light Dark Nature Midrange, a deck we both used very heavily in the last season of KMCs. And Rush, never really got, solidly tier 1, but this was definitely the best Rush deck, using cards like Draco Mech. And I was going to say something else, but I didn't. Oh, this is the same bracket as the last match you saw, Megabugs versus the Pile. So between these 4 decks, 2 of them will be escaping. Which ones will it be?
Yeah, Megabugs taking the victory over the Pile deck.
So whichever deck wins here is going to be playing against the Megabugs. Whatever loses is going to be playing against the Pile. So, going into this match, how did you think the matchup was going to shake up?
I honestly thought Rush was going to beat Midrange, because that just seems to be the usual matchup, as far as the little trifecta of decks goes.
Yeah.
Like, Midrange should have a problem with this deck. Like, a lot of things got to go right for junk. It's going to rely on the blasts, and it's going to rely on you having, that 2-drop blocker, that 3-drop answer.
Yep.
So if any of those pieces are missing, it's just going to be.
When you look at Light Fire, the aggro deck, it's basically just a faster version of the Light Nature Midrange deck. They both run, threatening minions, but Light Natures cost more and are larger and have better effects. Firelight just is trying to get in there, and it doesn't really matter the quality of card it's playing, it just wants to break shields with it. The Draco Mechs and the Primes the rare exception, but they're evolution, so they're going to have good card quality. But the Darkness in the junk deck, the Light Dark Nature deck, as opposed to just being a Light Nature deck or a Mono Nature deck, it really shakes things
Ember
up.
there, no effect, on purpose.
Your hand must have been that good.
Is dank.
Can you imagine how good Ember Adept would be if you didn't have the mana system the way it is in Kaijudo? If you couldn't just put down whatever as a resource? Ember Adept might actually be really good. Yeah. You're not going to play that Arbiter this game.
Never.
But as it is, it's rare that you really need to switch a card as an aggro deck.
Shoutouts to super tricky turnips.
Yeah, we got those from Ricky Gross. And I didn't mean to actually... Oh, nice editing, Carl. So we decided that was just a mistake. Because I remember the thing where if you play a Slayer on turn 3, you have an answer to an evolution. And if you don't, you lose. So I decided not to lose there. And we were trying to make the decks look good despite our own missteps. And that was a pretty large misstep.
Yeah.
So now, Carl does have the Draco Mech, and he's going to be playing it.
I'm not sure if I attack here. Part of me just kind of wants to wait.
Yeah, you do already get the value. You got the Blinder Beetle, not the biggest thing ever. The tap effect doesn't really do anything.
The thing is, I probably should attack here. I think it's right to attack here.
It's 2 shields.
Because you don't really have it. You can't capitalize off Targuster's effect. I'm just pointing to the screen you can see me.
And you have to be worried about Bone Blades. If I have Bone Blades, sure, you get another trigger off Draco Mech. Whereas you wouldn't if you got slayed, but you still break.
And I'm not going to attack with Blinder Beetle here, and I think we have to edit that too.
Interesting.
Wait for it. We're going to back up. Yep, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh. Remember, guys, we're playing here for the decks.
Yeah, and we hadn't played Kaijudo, especially with these decks,
in a year.
At least a year. It was October when we had champs, then we took a solid year and a couple months off, and here we are in 2016 doing this for you guys.
Yeah, so for those of you watching at home, please blow us up in the comments, tell us how bad we are, because we already know that. Oh man, look at that BVP.
Nope.
Oh man.
It's just nope. Hey, that's Mesmerize. I know what that card is.
Oh yeah, look.
Yeah. Makes a decision
for
me. And I have a Stingwing. This is critical. No, he has the Conflict, and he doesn't have the mana to play even a 1-drop fire guy and the Conflag. So he's going to have to stick a minion to the board or add more mana to his pool. And I just have to kill everything he plays and hope he doesn't draw Falcora, because that card would kill me. But he did already play 1 mana on turn 1, so I'm not really feeling the pressure because there's only 2 in the deck, and it's what are the odds? So I could pretty much just play the game, removing every threat one at a time if I just keep having answers, which I should. There's more removal in this deck than there is in Light Nature.
Just gotta get yourself to a point to where...
Oh, you got the Wildfire Valkyrie, though. Killed my blocker.
It did. It killed your blocker.
Killed my blocker.
Yeah.
And I'm at a good amount of mana.
Yeah, I think you just got to get to a point where you can just put game on board. Like, it's one of those things, it's like, if you don't do it, I'll do it eventually. So, as soon as you get the opportunity to just break them all and go for game, I think you just have to.
Sasha doesn't really, it doesn't even give me some resilience here because I don't need shields. That's when Sasha can save you on the crackback, is when you actually have shields to protect.
Yeah, and that Metal Max goes down to mana there because I saw what he got with the Brood Mom.
Which was an arbiter.
So I just,
And I have a Terrapin in my hand. Like, this deck can go pretty long, but at a certain point it still has to win the game. It can't just stall indefinitely like the Pile. Like, the Pile I literally could fatigue whenever you stabilize. You can basically just play Haven on Andromeda, but this deck...
Here it goes.
That's a Boulder Fist. That's 3 shields. And I just gotta try for it.
Yeah, just gotta hope I don't hit the Arbiter.
And there was already one Arbiter in shields, so at that point I was really calculating the odds of... Like, he could have drawn Blaze Belcher for lethal, he could have drawn Falcora, the other Valkyrie, or Helaflame, and I had to avoid all that off the top of the deck, whereas in the shields I only had to avoid 1 Arbiter out of 5 cards. So, I mean, the odds were better if I broke than if I waited.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you just take fate into your own hands. Why wait for me to do it?
Knowing the deck list really does help, though, because you have to calculate how many Shield Blasts he runs versus how many actual outs there are off the top of the deck, and I did know the Conflag in his hand.
Yeah, fun fact, CVH and I, when testing years ago, built a deck with no blasts in it, and that turned out really bad.
Yeah, I think the reason was because, like, when you know they don't have blasts, you don't play around them, and that... Imagine if you know your opponent doesn't have any blasts, if you're playing against Aggro, you can just break whenever you can set up 2-turn lethal. Whereas sometimes you have to worry about giving them lethal in the shields. But, I mean, for all of you going to a KMC this weekend, that strategy could pay off if you don't let your opponent know, and they play like you do have the blast, but you're just giving yourself better consistency.
It's funny because the game's dead.
It really is. Hey, thanks, Wizards.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I say that a lot. Just ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, microphone's picking it up too.
So you got a good 1-2 punch going on here. Some enforcers, Carl.
1-2. Channeling the old
Mono White.
Old Tolk the Oracle there.
Old me, my deck.
Right in the deck. Hey, look. Nothing on turn 2. Looks like the game's over.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. But there are only 5 turn 2
I don't have
players.
a turn 3 play. That's entertaining.
I know, but I mean, if it's between a 1 and a 2 against nothing and no blasts, like eventually that max is going to get me there.
Should we have just played the 4-drop
What's
light evolution thing that double breaks? Would that have been a good idea?
It's just worse than Conflag in every way.
Okay.
And it only evolves off Enforcers.
Alright.
Like, you have so many evolutions.
Here are the pieces.
You have like a million evolutions.
That game was over in a minute.
Carl, you have like 7 evolutions.
I do.
You want to play
8.
What's the 8th one? Oh, the Tatsurian. Yeah, you want 10, Carl? You want 9?
Yeah, there's a Tatsurian in this deck, guys.
Let's round it out to an even number.
You're about to watch it try to do something.
Yeah. I really hope it does
game
do something.
It never did anything.
Oh, well, spoiler alerts, guys. If you were going to click the next Aggro match just to see if Tatsurian got some play, well, you can save yourself that.
Well, it almost did.
Seconds.
Yeah, it almost did. It's worth watching. It's very disappointing.
Turns out the card named after the secondary main character of the show is just as unnecessary and bad as the show itself.
I never watched the second season.
I never watched the second episode.
I did like the first episode because they're just running through the forest and he just takes a branch to the face and goes down.
There were a lot of memes in that episode.
Gets up and goes. Yeah, that was great.
I still hold by the fact that the Kaijudo abridged series that we almost made could have saved the franchise.
I mean, Kaijudo probably would have, I don't know, maybe survived a little bit longer if they hadn't hired Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar is great.
Yeah, but he also cost millions of dollars, I'm sure.
I don't know about millions of dollars for voice acting.
I'm sure it was more money than Kaijudo had.
Well, yeah. I mean, the show...
They paid him more than the player base spent on cards.
Oh, that's definitely true. Maybe Phil Lamar turned around and put it back in the community and went to his local card shop and bought some starter decks.
But there wasn't a reason to do that because they told us we were going to fight giant cards.
So he took a risk here, just like we all took by playing Kaijudo.
Zing!
You played the Blaze Belcher into going to my turn 2. Like, if I had basically Raincloud Kraken really punches. Stingwing isn't too bad because at least they trade, but Raincloud would have really been bad.
Man, in the test matches leading up to this, Light Water Dark.
None of those ducks have water.
None of them do. Light Dark Nature got its shit shoved in.
Wow.
And,
Did they though? Because I don't remember all that happening.
I remember
Spencer
Spencer just putting it in your butt with blaze belchers.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
Nope. I remember it being really close to 50-50.
No, there was like 2 blaze belchers on the field, and they just went the distance. What happened?
Well, yeah, sometimes you win, but like it's still close to 50-50.
What'd you say?
That's what I was saying. 50-50.
What were you saying?
That's what I was. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you were going to comment on something else there for a second.
No. Jeez, this is really bad for me.
I might win the game.
So hopefully I have a blocker by now.
Yeah.
Or something. I think I might have a mesmerize because I do run at least 1. I forget if I ran 2. I think it's just the 1. No, I think it's 2. I need to watch the deck profile.
Hey, screeching.
Yeah, these are good plays.
So here comes Wildfire again. Yeah, that was my other concern too. Looking back at this, Jet Flame, might have been decent just because it sticks.
You don't want it to stick though.
I mean,
sometimes you want it to stick, but most of the time you don't.
Sometimes. Wow. It looks like he's got the Mez in hand.
If that was a Jet Flame on the board, it would just die. And if I didn't have Mesmerize,
I should have held the Jet Flame. Thinking back now.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Have a Jet Flame.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The not Jet Flame, but the Hela Flame.
Oh, I mean. Oh, you mean. Oh, yeah.
Because I should have
misplay,
kept Hela Flame over the. Yeah, Hela Flame went down to mana turn 3 to make up, so I could actually play Wildfire.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that because half your board is going back to your hands. So are you really gonna play Dracomech or Conflag or whatever it was? It was a Conflag.
Yeah.
Never mind. Conflag is an okay keep, I guess, but it's I don't know. You already get me on 0 shields. I don't know. It's meh. Because the thing about Hela Flame is it already beats all my blockers anyway, so it just takes a little longer than Conflag. I still have to block, and my blocker still dies, and your guy still lives.
I'm just not sure if I got mana screwed at any point in this.
Well, we were busy shit-talking Kaijudo.
We were. Yeah. Looks like the game's almost over in a minute, though. I wonder which way it goes, because it really just could go either way.
Yeah, let's see who top decks what, and who plays what. And how. I play more things that aren't blockers, but they do set up lethal because they're hexproof. And I think I'm just, sizing it up and seeing if I have to take another risk. Which seems... I mean, I have potential 6 breaks, so that's 5 shields in the game, and 2 tricky turnips. Oh, never mind. That looks like I'm going to go in.
Looks like you had 8 mana.
That's a lot. He needs Arbiter now.
Didn't get it.
Actually, no. Arbiter would have saved because he's tap water.
Yep. And that's the game, guys. Woo. So, Whitewater Dark takes it over Aggro. Moving on to face... That's not Whitewater Dark. No. I don't like you doing that. Light Dark Nature takes it against the Aggro deck to go face Megabugs. Did I do it again?
You did it right this time.
I
was just laughing.
All right, good. Well, yeah. So, Light Dark Nature Midrange versus Light Water Nature Megabugs.
Yep. Coming right at you.
Coming at you right after this in Winners Finals. One of those decks will move on to
the top 4.
Yeah, to the playoffs. And then, Pile versus Midrange shortly after. And then
Nope, that's Pile versus Aggro.
Pile versus Aggro.
Yeah.
All right, we got it. All right, Pile versus Aggro now, where one of those will get knocked out, and the other one will go to face a loser between Megabugs and Junk. So stay tuned for all that jazz, and I guess we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Peach.